In honor of the Paper Towns movie being released today, I wanted to do a video talking about my favorite and not so favorite John Green books. I can't do this video without touching on all of John Green's books, but there are 3 that he was not the sole author of, and of those 3 I've only read one of them, but the other 2 are Let It Snow by John Green and Maureen Johnson, and this is a collection of, I think, 3 romance stories. I haven't read it because I don't really think that it's something that I would be too interested in. And the other one is This Star Won't Go Out, and I believe that it's by John Green and Esther Earl, who, if you don't know, is the girl who inspired the book The Fault in Our Stars. And I think the book was written by John Green, Esther Earl, and Esther Earl's parents. And again, I think it's a great book. I think it's a great thing that they did, but I'm just not too interested in reading the book. And now we're moving on to my ranking, if you will, starting in at number 5. My least favorite John Green book that I have read is Will Grayson, Will Grayson, and it's by John Green and David Levithan, so it is a co-authored book. I read this book in high school and I don't even really remember what it was about. I just remember that it's about 2 boys, both named Will Grayson, and they're both living completely different lifestyles from one another, but then their paths cross and something happens. Number 4 on my list is Looking for Alaska. I read this book in high school too. I don't really remember what happened in it. It obviously wasn't that memorable for me. It was the first John Green book that I read, and it has been confirmed that there's being a movie made, and I'll go see the movie, but this book just wasn't one of my favorites. The next book on my list is An Abundance of Catherines, and I read this book a couple months ago for the first time. And I was originally going to put this at number 2 on my list because when I first read it, I absolutely loved it. And then the more I was thinking about it and comparing it with the other 2 books I was going to talk about, this book just was It's about a boy named Colin, and Colin only dates girls named Catherine, and after he breaks up with Catherine number 19, his friend takes him on a road trip to kind of get over the breakup. It was a quick read and it was really quirky, like John Green's writing style, but this book wasn't that good. My second favorite John Green book is The Fault in Our Stars. I read this book about a year ago. I read it right before the movie came out because I wanted to read the book before I saw the movie. I thought that this book was really beautifully written, and it was a very accurate representation of watching someone you love have cancer, and I know there was a ton of hype surrounding this book. I think that I liked the movie a little bit better than the book, although both were really great. And my favorite John Green book, surprise, surprise, is Paper Towns. And I've noticed lately that a lot of people are hating on Paper Towns and hating on John Green's style of writing, saying that he overuses the trope of manic pixie dream girl. I think that's what I heard someone call it, which basically means that he always has this guy character building up a normal girl to be like the person who completes him and be more than human, which if you've read Paper Towns, yes, that happens, but I feel like this book is also almost a commentary on this trope and why it's harmful, because it even has the quote, how treacherous it is to believe a person is more than a person, but that basically just says, hey, maybe we shouldn't be thinking of people as being higher than other people. If you haven't read this book, Paper Towns is about a boy named Quentin, and he's had a crush on his next door neighbor, Margot, for pretty much his entire life. They used to be really good friends when they were younger, but as they got older, Margot became friends with the popular crowd and Quentin is not in that crowd. And then one night, Margot breaks into Quentin's room and pulls him out of bed and takes him on this adventure. Then the next morning, she's gone. And Quentin spends the majority of the rest of the book trying to figure out where she is because she's left little clues for them. And then the book culminates in a road trip to go find Margot. That's what the book is about, and people hate Margot. I also hate Margot, and I think that the point of the book is to hate Margot because Quentin builds her up to be this superhuman, perfect girl, and then she turns out to be kind of a brat, and I think that that just all goes into the point that we shouldn't make people out to be more than people. I feel like most of the people who don't like this book dislike it for all of the reasons that make this book genius. I could go on and on about Paper Towns and why I think it's a great book and why it upsets me when people hate it. Alright guys, that is my ranking of my least favorite to favorite John Green books. Let me know what your favorite John Green books are in the comments below, if John Green is one of your favorite authors like he is one of mine. And let me know if you're excited to go see the Paper Towns movie, because I'm super excited. I think it's going to be amazing. The trailers look incredible. I'm really excited. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!